Hey guys, it's the big boss of Too Cool MV Cool, and I am back here again, making you guys a new video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So guess what, guys? Today we just got some news that Mr. McMahon, the CEO and the chairman of the company, WWE, of course, that's Mr. McMahon's company, he is going to be returning back to Monday Night Raw. But not only is Mr. McMahon going to be returning to Monday Night Raw, he is going to be, let's see, how should I say this? Mr. McMahon is going to shake things up a little bit. Yes, guys, Mr. McMahon is going to be coming back to Monday Night Raw, and he's going to be shaking things up. And what does that mean? What does that mean, what Mr. McMahon means by shaking things up? Well, here is one thing I have to tell you guys. Everybody knows that the day after WrestleMania is all done, on Monday, on that day, we always are surprised by some people that are being called up from NXT, some new blood on the main roster, on SmackDown or on Raw. We also, sometimes we get some returns from some fellow workers that was right there in WWE, fellow wrestlers that were once there in WWE and they came back. Like, for example, we got Bobby Lashley back. Remember last year, Bobby Lashley came back and he came to dominate. Yep, Bobby Lashley was one of them. Who else can I remember that actually came back? I was about to say Mickie James, but Mickie James was already there. Because if anybody remembers, Mickie James was dressed as the La Luchadora. But she returned on NXT when it was an NXT TakeOver Toronto, which was a really good match between Mickie James and Asuka. That was a good match. It was awesome. It was great to see Mickie James back. And man, dude, she's doing great on the main roster, which I'm happy for her. So yeah, I think it was just Bobby Lashley. That was the only one that was a surprise return. I think so. I don't remember. It's been a year, dude. And this year, 2018, has been hectic. And, yeah, it's just been crazy. Especially when it's on the holidays right now. Man, I'm just, like, wrapped around with work and all that stuff. So, it's just been crazy. So, the holidays. What can you do? But, you know, it's always a good time to go ahead and enjoy the holidays with your families and your loved ones. Always an awesome thing. So, yeah. So, like always, the day after WrestleMania, we always get some debuts from NXT. We always get some returns from former superstars, and we also see that there were some people that are on the Raw roster and some people that are on the SmackDown roster. There are some people that switch to different brands, whether if it's a champion or whether it's a tag team or whether it's a person that we have not seen on TV for a little bit. So yeah, or maybe somebody big, like a big superstar. So yeah, there's one right there. So really cool. I just expected that Roman Reigns was gonna go to SmackDown, but no. Yeah, we never actually seen Roman Reigns on SmackDown. Well, we did see him when he was in the Shield, but not being part of the SmackDown brand. Well, of course, everybody knows that Raw is always the A show. Well. Should I say that because of the way how things are going on Monday Night Raw? I mean, Monday Night Raw is not doing so good with the ratings and all that stuff. So I don't know. Should I call it the A show? Well, it is the hot brand, and it's been around for a long time. The same thing with SmackDown, but Raw was here first. So yeah, but yeah. Oh, okay. Trying not to get sidetracked. I was getting sidetracked. Sorry about that. So yeah. So when Mr. McMahon means by shaking things up a little bit, that usually is a sign that there was going to be some superstar that are going to be switching sides. And this is kind of a funny thing too, because Mr. McMahon is going to be returning to Monday Night Raw, but it's the Raw after a pay-per-view, which is the Raw after TLC. So if you guys don't know, tomorrow is TLC, and TLC is a pay-per-view, and after the pay-per-view we have the following Monday Night Raw. So this is going to be a little bit interesting right here, because we always get the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, but now I think it's pulling it back in a little bit, because maybe the reason why Mr. McMahon is coming back to shake things up a little bit is because the way how Raw is doing right now. Raw is not doing so good, so maybe Mr. McMahon is coming back to make things better. So let's just wait and see what happens. There was one thing I have in my mind, and this has been a rumor for months now. Now, okay, I hope you guys are following me with this. So, if you guys don't know, we have the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey, and we have Shayna Baszler as the NXT Women's Champion. Now, if you guys don't know, there have been some rumors that there was going to be some confrontation between the 4 horsewomen of WWE and the 4 horsewomen of the UFC. And if you guys don't know who the other 2 4 horsewomen of the UFC with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, because if you guys don't know, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are like 2 of the other, well, 2 halves of the 4 horsewomen, and the other ones are let's see if I can remember her names. The other ones are in NXT with Shayna Baszler. It's Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. There we go. Okay. The first time I didn't remember their names, but now I got it. So yeah, it's Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. They are part of the horsewomen with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And wait, was it Jessamine Duke? Wait, did I say Shayna Baszler? No, I got that wrong. It was Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. Okay, for some reason Marina Shafir and Shayna Baszler kind of like sound the same a little bit. I don't know. That's what I thought. But yeah, so those are the 4 horsewomen right there. But we have the 4 horsewomen of WWE. We have Charlotte. We have Sasha. We have Becky, the man. And we also have Bayley. So people have been saying that there was going to be a little bit a confrontation. Now this is a rumor. People have been saying that there was going to be a confrontation between the 4 horsewomen of UFC and the 4 horsewomen of WWE, and they're going to be facing each other sometime this year. And if I might get this right, if Mr. McMahon comes to Monday Night Raw and if he goes on ahead and trades Sasha, actually no, not trade, but if he goes ahead and sends Sasha and Bayley to SmackDown, actually no, should I say that? I don't know. Wait, oh man, now I'm getting confused because this is going to be really interesting because we have Becky as the champion on SmackDown, and we have Charlotte right there. But the problem is, if Becky wins at TLC, she will stay up on SmackDown, and she won't be drafted to Raw. But there have been some rumors that were saying that if Becky loses the SmackDown Championship, and if Asuka wins it, then both Charlotte and Becky are going to be drafted to Raw, which the 4 horsewomen of WWE are going to be right there together. And if they go ahead and have a confrontation with Ronda Rousey, then that will mean that the other 3 horsewomen from NXT are going to go up to the main roster, and they're going to go ahead and help Ronda Rousey. Because if you guys don't know and don't remember, there was some unfinished business between Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, because they were supposed to have a match at Survivor Series, but then Nia Jax kind of injured Becky Lynch, and because of that, Becky Lynch wasn't able to have that match against Ronda Rousey. But if this theory is correct, if we do get like Asuka as the SmackDown Women's Champion tomorrow at TLC, and if Becky and if Charlotte are both drafted to Monday Night Raw, and if Becky or Charlotte, either one of those 2, leads the attack to Ronda Rousey, that would mean that Mr. McMahon might be calling up the other 3 horsewomen from NXT, and they will go ahead and help Ronda Rousey, thus making the confrontation between the 4 horsewomen of WWE and the 4 horsewomen of UFC, and that right there will make the rumors true that this actually is going to be happening. And wow, dude, that just saying that, it gives me goosebumps. I just can't wait to see if that actually happens. But no, like I said, this is just rumors. This is just my thought process. And if this happens, this is going to be really, really interesting on what's going to happen. And I know there are going to be some people that are going to be saying, "Wait, how is Shayna Baszler going to be a part of this? She's the NXT Women's Champion. How is she going to be doing that in the main roster and doing this, being the champion at NXT?" Well, guys, we did have somebody that did that before, and if you guys don't remember, when he made his debut, he was also the NXT champion, and he was also doing some stuff for Monday Night Raw. And if you guys don't remember who that person is, he is currently out on injury, and that is the former NXT champion, former Universal champion, Kevin Owens. Remember? When Kevin Owens debuted on Monday Night Raw, he was still holding the NXT championship, and he was still making appearances on Raw with the NXT champion. So this right here is not anything new that we've seen, which means Shayna Baszler can still go ahead and do her work right there at NXT, even though she's still holding the NXT Women's Championship belt. She can still go ahead and do stuff on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, no, I'm just putting that up because I know there's some people are going to be saying that because maybe Shayna Baszler won't be able to do that because she won't be able to handle all those stuff. But we've seen that before. I mean, Kevin Owens did that. I think Paige did that too when she was holding both of the titles. She had both of the Divas Championship belt and she had both of the NXT Women's Championship belt. Yeah, so that's actually 2 people right there. But yeah, like I said, oh man, dude, just talking about this is just getting me all hyped. Oh man, I can't wait to see what is Mr. McMahon going to be doing right there on Monday Night Raw. I don't know, but right there that I just said, those are just my thoughts of the rumors that people would say. But if those rumors are true, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. This is going to be interesting to see what happens on Monday Night Raw. So I just can't wait to see. Hey, who knows? Maybe Lars Sullivan will go ahead and debut and just kick the shit out of somebody. I can't wait to see that. That'd be awesome. But let's just wait and see what happens on Monday Night Raw. And let's see what happens at TLC, because right after TLC is done, we go into Monday Night Raw, and Mr. McMahon is gonna go ahead and do his thing. Let's just wait and see, guys. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay cool, guys. Bye.